Happy New Year, everybody! It's time to say goodbye to 2024 and hello to 2025. But before 2024 is completely gone from our lives, I at least want to look back on it and have a look at some of my favourite anime from 2024. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, guys. I'm going to give you guys my top 5 anime of 2024. So just like last year when I did my 2023 anime, I want to look at anime that's aired between January 1st, 2024 and the 31st December 2024. As long as they're in between those two dates, they're perfect contenders for this list. I may as well also say that I'm not going to be focusing on dubs that have been released within 2024. Only anime that have had their official release within 2024. Which is a shame because if I could, I'll be including these anime for their dub releases. But unlike last year, I want to give myself a bit of a challenge and not focus on continuations. Otherwise, this list is going to be a majority of stuff I looked at during my 2023 video. So, with a heavy heart, I have to not include Oshinoko Season 2 and MASH Season 2. If you really want to know my thoughts on those anime, go check out my 2023 video. I might as well also say I'm also going to be talking about spoilers related to these anime, so keep that in mind when proceeding with this list. And keep in mind, guys, these are going to be my personal opinions. These are just anime that I really enjoyed in 2024, whether it's because of the story, the characters, or just overall enjoyed it. You're more than welcome to put your opinions down within the comment section down below, whether you agree or disagree with these picks, or you want to put your own favourite anime of 2024. So with all that out of the way, let's jump into the first anime being Alya Sometimes Hide Her Feelings in Russian. This anime took the world by storm when it was first released, having Alya, a Russian-Japanese student who can also speak Russian, who is absolutely flawless, having a huge crush on Masachika, a student that has no motivation because of the incident involving his family. Wanted nothing to do with him. Even to the point where he has to hide the fact he's a member of their family when he's in school or in public. That's just a bit harsh, isn't it? So of course the main plot of this anime is the relationship between Masachika and Alya, both being polar opposites within the same classroom but having huge feelings for each other. But as these two interact and spend more time with each other, they soon learn to grow off each other, with Alya not hiding herself as much, and Masachika getting more motivated. But of course the main highlight of the anime comes from Alya hiding her feelings in Russian. As a perfect student, she can't admit that she likes Masachika or say that she likes him out loud, so to hide it she says it in Russian, which makes perfect sense. No one in Japan will be able to speak Russian, right? Masachika understands Russian. Uh-oh. So while in class, Alya is saying in Russian that he's cute, adorable, and that she likes him, but Masachika chooses to play dumb to save face. That is actually really adorable. So even though we got those two as our main characters making this hilarious, we've got other side characters as well making this more entertaining. Like Masachika's sister, Yuki, an otaku who is very close to her brother. So close that she even stays around at his place and flirts with him. Can we bring up that info card I show at the beginning of the anime that I'm talking about? Okay, and let's just sort the tags real quick. That's better. I'm kidding, of course. She's just a hardcore otaku that just wants to spend time with her brother since he got ostracized from the family. Especially within the dub where she quotes real-life memes.
Looking like I'm stuck down here. Don't make me say the step-bro meme.
It also helps that she breaks the fourth wall and uses her assets to help keep the audience motivated. We've also got Alya's sister Maria, a character who's a caring big sister to Alya and who's loving to her friends, who may or may not have a secret connection to Masachika. So let's see, we've got Russian tsundere, we've got Russian big sister, a meme queen. Is there anyone else I'm forgetting? Maybe Ayano? No, she's just a shy masochist. I don't think that's important. Regardless though, I really recommend Alya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. It's an amazing story. I love the connection between our characters, the comedy that comes off between them, and Yuki's just utterly adorable. One more for the road. Next one up is one that you can actually revisit at the beginning of 2025, solo leveling. This anime's plot evolves around the fact that portals have been appearing all around the world that lead to dungeons in other dimensions. And at the same time, human beings have developed powers that can assist with raiding these dungeons, also known as hunters, ranging from low level abilities to high level abilities. And our main character, Jin Woo, who's also known as the world's weakest hunter, helps out a group of hunters to explore a new dungeon that's appeared that is especially useful for low-level hunters. But while exploring the dungeon, they find a second dungeon within the dungeon and vote to go and explore it. However, things take a turn for the worse, as nearly everyone in the group is killed one by one until only a small group remains. Jin Woo manages to figure out how the dungeon works, and manages to get everyone out, leaving himself behind to be sacrificed. But while getting sacrificed, he unlocks his second awakening, which gives him the ability to become a video game character. I wish I was joking about that. So after being found and put into the hospital, he learns about his new abilities and that he's given tasks to accomplish in order to get stronger. If he doesn't complete his tasks, he then has to face a punishment, being trapped in a desert dimension for so long while getting chased by giant centipedes. Bit traumatizing there. But if he completes it, he gets points that he can put into his stats and also be able to unlock new abilities and personal dungeons to give him new equipment and abilities. Did I mention as well this gets bloody very quickly? This gave me Vietnam flashbacks to Attack on Titan when I first saw it. Not to mention as well, I love that Jin Woo's personality takes a complete 180. He starts off as this nice guy who's willing to go the extra mile for the sake of his sister and mother, all to become this character who's very not trusting. And I don't blame him considering the amount of abilities he's had at the end of Season 1, especially since at the time of recording, Season 2 is out right now. And considering the manual is still ongoing as well, more surprises could be happening soon. Yes, I said manual. Yes, let's get the big shocker about this out of the way. Solo leveling comes from South Korea. Regardless though, I recommend you give solo leveling a chance. The fight scenes are amazing, the world is really intense. Not to mention as well, how our character changes throughout the story. Though I'm more surprised about the memes really. Why does everyone meme that Jinwoo's gonna get a task to bang his sister? That's 2 animes now where everyone wants the main character to bang his sister. Is the anime fanbase really that horny? Before we continue, if you like what I talk about and you like the content I make, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button? It really helps the channel out. Plus I hear if you hit the subscribe button hard enough, you can even take part in your own video game world alongside a Russian tsundere. Next one up is one that turned an anime genre completely on its head. Gushing over magical girls. I can already feel the looks you're giving me, guys, but trust me, it's a good pick. Let's start off by saying that when this anime first aired, the world was completely divided over it, for all the good reasons. This anime follows Utena, who's a massive simp for magical girls, until a flying ghost cat thingamabobba offers her a chance to become a magical girl. But with a twist, she's on the villain side and has to fight the magical girls she gushes over. And as she fights the magical girls, she learns something scary about herself. Instead of feeling bad about fighting them, she falls in love with it, learning that she has a dark obsession for inflicting pain. Or to put it in other words, she's kinky as hell. And you can tell as well from the amount of fan service that is thrown right at you. Honestly, the amount of lewdness that was on screen made me a bit uncomfortable. Like when I started watching the very first episode, I could tell they were getting risky and then, oh my god! No belly slapping memes for this one. No, 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 no. It's already risky enough. Every week I was shocked at how bold and risky it was. But I was absolutely loving it. Now if you've seen my random anime tier list or any of my videos in the past, you know I don't hide what I like. My friends know it, my girlfriend knows it, even I and Zaku and Heartthorn know it. But gushing over magical girls? I couldn't tell them that. If you're into all that stuff, go ahead and give Gushing Over Magical Girls a try. It's literally one of the few anime that are borderline H anime. YouTube already thinks it is. It didn't push out any of the fact videos I did on it. Next one up is for all the cosplayers out there. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. This series follows Okumura, a guy who was rejected so hard he turns to the world of anime and manga. Seems about right. Now in high school and the president of a manga research club, he spends his time peacefully simping over his waifu, Lily, until first year student Risa comes in and asks him for his help with her cosplay, which just so happens to be Lily. Infatuated with the design, Okura agrees to be her photographer. And together they dive into the world of cosplays and conventions, growing off each other with their mutual love of Lily, growing a friendship circle with other cosplayers, along with Okuru's childhood friend Mikari, a model who has a crush on Okuru since childhood. And I gotta say, I love this anime just for its representation of the otakus, showing how fans of the genre can be so dedicated to what they like, even if it's just one character. And of course, the dedication that cosplayers give when doing their cosplays. I'm not a cosplayer personally. If I did, I honestly think I'll be doing a terrible job, but I still really admire them. Whenever I'm at a convention, I always go up to cosplayers playing characters I know and say how amazing they look. And this anime just literally shows the commitment cosplayers has, especially those who make their own costumes. They even touch upon people who buy ready-made costumes, which I think is pretty cool. I imagine if I actually did get into cosplay, not that I would, I'd probably buy a pre-made outfit. And of course the big driving force is all the emotion behind it. The enjoyment, the panic, the stress. You really start to feel for their characters and their dedication to cosplay. All the research they do for it. And of course, the bond between our fellow otakus and their love for the same character. Go give this a watch, it's an amazing watch, especially if you want to see some cosplay action. Especially since we're getting a season 2 soon. It kind of makes me want an anime now about Lily. Next one up is one that Crunchyroll doesn't even want to promote. Dandadan. This series follows Momo, a Gyaru who has an obsession with the supernatural involving spirits, and Ken Takakure. Ow! Who hit me? Hello? I guess I could use his nickname, Okuru, who has an obsession with the supernatural involving aliens. And while arguing against each other and forcing each other to go to an area involving each other's interests, they soon get encountered by ghosts and aliens. But while being possessed by the spirit of Turbo Granny, Okuru uses her to help Momo free from aliens, and Momo uses her newly found psychic powers to try and help Okuru from being possessed by Turbo Granny. And the rest of the story follows them using their abilities to take on spirits and aliens who plan to invade the Earth, while at the same time trying to find Okuru's appendages. He's pee-pee involved. I'm such a child. You can't make this up. I also think I'm starting to see why Crunchyroll was not promoting this anime when it has that as its main objective. But it still has an effect on the community even now. It only finished around Christmas of 2024 and everyone's still loving it even now. Try and remember that, Crunchyroll, when season 2 comes around. Especially when it comes to the level of comedy it introduces. Not to mention as well, the romance between Momo and Okuru. They literally spent an entire episode trying to find each other in a school just so they could spend time with each other, while thinking the other one's ignoring them. And the comedy goes up when we meet Alya. After finding one of Okuru's balls, she eventually be able to see spirits and aliens, and think both Okuru and Momo are demons. She is annoying at first, but she grew on me. But the one thing that ticks me off about Dandadan is the fact that season 1 ends on a cliffhanger. Season 2 can honestly get here much faster. Either way, I highly recommend you go give Dandadan a watch. I definitely really enjoyed it. It's a must watch on everyone's list, so go ahead and watch it before season 2 comes out. You don't know what you're missing. And there we have it, guys. These are my top 5 anime of 2024. They're all really amazing anime. I highly recommend each and every one of them. I only wish I was able to talk about Oshinoko and Mashes Season 2. Regardless though, 2024 gave us an amazing anime, a year of fun and enjoyment, and hopefully 2025 will do the same. It already is, considering Solo Level Season 2 is already out. So with all that out of the way, there's only one thing left to ask. What do you think? Do you like any of these anime? Do you have a favourite anime of 2024? Leave it all down in the comment section down below. And heck, if you like this video, why don't you go ahead and hit the like button? And if you want to see more content I make, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button? So with all that out of the way, I'm going to go watch Solo Level and get myself ready for Season 2. So until next time, this is me, signing out. Bye bye.